Okay, today we're going to answer the question, what will happen if I just leave my rotator cuff tear alone? So to figure out what happens naturally to your torn rotator cuff over time, we have to look at what are called natural history studies. So a natural history study is where you take a group of people with a torn rotator cuff who get no treatment, and then you follow them over time to see what happens naturally without any interfering interventions such as surgery or injections. Here's for you to give you an idea of what they found. So in this study, researchers followed 45 patients that had a full thickness rotator cuff tear and no pain. 51% of the subjects started getting shoulder pain during the follow-up period, which was between 3 to 8 years. 39% of the subjects that were recalled for repeat ultrasound examination showed an increase in the size of the rotator cuff tear over time. None of the patients' rotator cuff tears got smaller. Now, in 2010, researchers followed 195 people with asymptomatic rotator cuff tears. 44 out of 195 developed pain within a mean of 2 years. With pain development, 40% of the partial thickness tears became full thickness tears. And a 2015 study broke it down like this. People with asymptomatic rotator cuff tears were followed once a year with an ultrasound and physical examination for a median of 5 years. 56 had partial thickness tears, 118 had full thickness tears. Tear enlargement was seen with no median time to enlargement, about 3 years. 61% of those with full thickness tears enlarged. 44% of partial thickness tears enlarged. 46% of partial thickness tears developed new pain, while 50% of the full thickness tears developed new pain. As you can see, results do vary in the literature, but the trend in a lot of these studies seems to indicate that many pain-free rotator cuff tears, when left untreated, can have a tendency to get bigger over time and become painful. So that's according to the literature.